Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
Any progress with the fear toxin analysis?
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready, and I'll show you what I've got so far.
Who taught you to drive?
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat sacks?
Civil unrest? There's a war on the streets. We don't have the manpower or the equipment.
Well, look who it is.
Ivy. Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Is the isolation chamber ready?
Glad you're putting it to good use.
Oh good, another cell. You feel safer now that I'm all locked up?
Reality of the situation is this.
It was Harley who broke me out of that police cell in Bloodhaven. Why don't you try arresting her?
Come out there on the streets, we'll do everything in their power.
Why do you waste your time helping these pathetic creatures? So primitive compared to plant consciousness.
My word that each and every one of
Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid.
starts with the lives of your fellow officers.
You can't lock me in here like some human.
4 guys on the roof at all.
You know these walls won't hold me for long. Still, if it makes you feel safer, I'll indulge the fantasy. For now.
Our guys and the Batman.
Why do you waste your time helping these pathetic creatures? So primitive compared to plant consciousness.
Hey, Batman. I think I'm starting to find Ivy, attractive. Is that normal? I studied horticulture at college. Maybe that's it. Hey, Batman. I think I'm starting to find Ivy, attractive. Is that normal?
Until we have a solid lead on Scarecrow. Our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Any questions? Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives. And it starts with the lives of your fellow officers right here at this precinct. I want a minimum of 4 guys on the roof at all times and a 6-man element patrolling the perimeter. We keep this building locked down. The only people who get in or out are our guys and the Batman. We have outlying patrols searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, Drescher, Otisburg, and Port Adams. We've got a half-dozen choppers patrolling the skies, but make no mistake, we are not in control. Until we know what we're dealing with out there, until we have a solid lead on Scarecrow, our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives. It starts with the
Come
lives
on, answer the phone, damn it. After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins. Can you hear me? That guy's not shut up since we got him in here. Pity he didn't break his jaw. Just about. The signal's real bad. After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins. Honey?
These ain't the usual weapons we find on Gotham lowlifes.
These ain't the usual lowlives, neither.
I hear you.
Took 4 of us to stick that guy in the cell. That's with a broken arm.
We found these weapons stashed in the car the driver you brought in. This is state-of-the-art firepower. Stuff like this don't come cheap. There's a lot of money behind this army, Batman. A lot. We found these weapons stashed in the car the driver you brought in. This is state-of-the-art firepower.
Just when you think the city's getting back on its feet, something like this happens. My wife, Batman, I just want to know she's okay. Just when you think the city's getting back on its feet, something like this happens.
So we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives. And it starts with the lives...
This elevator's locked down, Batman. Only way in or out is through the parking garage. You see no one's out in the cell? Scarecrow's gonna release that on the whole city? We're finished. My old man was a cop in this city. 30 years. It'd break his heart to see this. This elevator's locked down, Batman. Only way in or out...
Not attempt to approach the rioters, you hear me? You're gonna get yourself killed. Hang on. I'm not a coward, Batman, but it'd be suicide to try and stop these animals. It's too many. Hold on a sec. How the hell did the city get like this? So many people want to destroy it. Hang on. I'm not a coward, Batman, but it'd be suicide to try and stop these animals. It's too many.
Make no mistake, we are not in control. So we know what we're dealing with out here. Until we have a solid lead on Scarecrow, our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Okay, we're gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives. It starts with the lives of Good to see you, Batman. I think the others forget we're in here sometimes. On the craziness scale, I bet tonight's hitting a 10, huh? Good to see you, Batman. I think the others forget we're in here sometimes.
It feels pretty hopeless around here sometimes, Batman. You remind us there's still hope. And, like, a way we can actually win. Just keep doing what you're doing out there, getting Gotham back. It feels pretty hopeless around here sometimes, Batman. You remind us there's still hope. And, like, a way we can actually win.
Would you believe it? I just got transferred today. I got a lot of catching up to do. So are you, like, allowed to be just walking around here? Of course you are. Sorry, sir. Would you believe it? I just got transferred today. I got a lot of catching up to do. So are you, like, allowed to be just walking around here? Of course you are. Sorry, sir.
Our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1.
I don't remember you being an expert. Screw you. Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own.
We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest?
We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's got to be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives.
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
I'm going after Riddler.
Good luck out there, Batman.
Okay. After you finish searching the docks.
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
We don't don't have time. Go in pairs. Watch your backs. If you spot something, call it in.
Don't worry about Ivy. That cell has her contained.
What's the flower girl got to do with Scarecrow? Is she a part of this?
I don't know. But I've got a feeling.
Yeah, I did too. Doc gave me some cream, and it cleared up in no time.
I told him to wait, damn it. We need to be...
I'll end up as white-haired as Gordon before this night's through. Scarecrow can't be doing this alone. It's too big. The whole of Gotham? Not even Joker could have pulled that off.
That's an order.
We can handle those punks on the streets, Batman. But the militia and the rest of those freaks, that's on you.
I need you to step...
The men are scared, Batman.
I know what I'm asking,
Hell,
but I wouldn't
I've
put
seen
you
some
out
action
there
in my
if you
time,
think
but
you can
this
handle
is different. By the way, I've got Jack Ryder in the interview room. Guy was this close to getting killed trying to film the riots. He was asking for you. We should count our blessings that green-haired bastard is dead. Scarecrow can't be doing this alone. It's too big. The whole of Gotham? Not even Joker.
Never seen him up close before.
Gordon's crazy going out there.
You really think you're gonna convince him to stay? This city's his home, where he raised his family. He'd die for that.
Just us left defending the whole of Gotham against the frickin' army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up. Bringing in Ivy was a smart move. I don't care if she did turn Scarecrow down. She can't be trusted. Just us left defending the whole of Gotham against the frickin' army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up. Bringing in Ivy was a smart move. I don't care if she did turn Scarecrow down. She can't be trusted. Just us left defending the whole of Gotham against the frickin' army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up.
We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else? Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope. We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else? Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope. We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else? Team Batman.
Okay. After you finish searching the docks, I want you to link up with Mike and work your way
You know, people forget. There's your regular wackos still out there. They sure as hell ain't taking the night off.
All units, we have an assault in progress at Nico's Plaza. On foot in pursuit of criminals, over.
I mean, I'm scared. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Anyone who says they ain't, they're lying. We just haven't got the men to deal with all this. I don't know where to start. It's hopeless.
Gotham doesn't stand a chance. Not this time. There's not enough of us. I wish I was out there helping instead of writing these damn reports. We can't deal with what's going on out there. I've got men down and I can't help them. Still have to follow procedure, while the scum out there get to do God knows what.
We're running out of codes up here. Request ready for refuel, over.
Gotham doesn't stand a chance. Not this time. There's not enough of us. I wish I was out there helping instead of writing these damn reports.
Global second alert.
half the rioters out there have gas masks. Don't they watch the news? Scarecrow's toxin passes through anything.
I'm picking up enemy chatter. I can't pinpoint a location.
We don't have time. Go in pairs. Watch your backs. If you spot something, call it in. This ain't the time to be a...
I can't believe how quickly everything's changed. I was doing a normal shift on a normal day, and now this. Does anyone know what the hell's going on here? What does Scarecrow even want? Is it money? Good luck with that. Protocol 10 wiped this city clean. I can't believe how quickly everything's changed. I was doing a normal shift on a normal day, and now this.
If you ask me, we should use some of these weapons instead of letting them gather dust.
Might even things up a little.
God knows we could use the help. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks. We're not gonna do any good here, Batman. It's hopeless. Us sticking around means one thing. More body bags. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks.
One pair of shock gloves, worn by the electrocutioner, a.k.a. Lester Buczynski. Joker hired this guy on the night of the Blackgate riots, and then he killed him. I heard Batman borrowed these for a while before handing them in. I guess he prefers beating up punks the old-fashioned way. One electric charge gun used by Batman, a.k.a. We don't like to ask. Batman dropped this here with the rest of the Arkham City evidence. Nice to have some of Batman's gear in the evidence room. I hope he doesn't ask for it back. One mask and jacket worn by Anarchy, a.k.a. Lonnie Machin. I wasn't even a cop when this kid tried to hit Gotham. No one's seen him since. No one knows where they're keeping him. I guess the government don't like anarchists too much. A selection of body parts belonging to Warren White, a.k.a. the Great White Shark. White got himself sent to Arkham on an insanity plea. He lost a few things other than his mind while there. Made the new look work, though, I gotta say. One freeze ray, used by Mr. Freeze, a.k.a. Victor Freeze. We, had to stop playing with this after the commissioner caught us making ice cream. Freeze has kept quiet since leaving Arkham City. Maybe Batman finally talked some sense into him. One ventriloquist dummy, a.k.a. Scarface. This ain't the original Scarface. It's a Joker knockoff. Don't ask me why, but the clown took a liking to these creepy things. One stuffed bear and a canister of Titan formula, owned by Bane, a.k.a. Unknown. We had to let Bane loose after the Arkham City fallout. Guy was messed up anyway. Serious Titan withdrawal. My guess, he's off somewhere getting clean, and he's not going to be happy when he comes back. 1 vial of Titan formula, 1 set of wind-up explosive false teeth, 1 pair of actual X-ray specs, 1 toy gun loaded with 1 toy flag, and 5 real bullets. All used by the Joker. No known alias. It's one hell of a toy box. I'm glad no one's gonna play with it again. 1 custom-tailored top hat, worn by Jervis Tetch, a.k.a. the Mad Hatter. The guy's mad, all right. He tried to brainwash Batman in Arkham City. He got the Wonderland kicked out of him instead. I hated letting him go. This guy's too creepy to stay free. Two ceremonial swords used by Ra's al Ghul. We found these at the bottom of Wonder Tower the night of Protocol 10. They were covered in blood. No body, though. 1 Arkham Asylum branded shock collar, worn by Killer Croc, a.k.a. Waylon Jones. We found this thing in the sewers under Arkham City. And that ain't good, because it was supposed to keep that bastard under control. 1 rifle and 2 wrist-mounted guns used by Floyd Lawton, a.k.a. Deadshot. Another guy we had to let go after Arkham City got shut down. Still, that doesn't mean he got his toys back. One Tommy gun, used by Peyton Riley, a.k.a. the ventriloquist. Or maybe the gun belongs to the puppet. I never really understood what's going on there.
Talia. I'm sorry.
One black mask worn by Black Mask, a.k.a. Roman Sionis. Sionis never really recovered from the night of the Black Gate riots, the night Joker showed up. Roman was an old-school gangster. Joker, well, I'm not sure what he was. One laughing gas grenade, 1 snare trap, and 1 baseball bat. All used by Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a.k.a. Harley Quinn, during a recent assault on the Bloodhaven police station. From what we gather, Scarecrow sent Harley to break out Poison Ivy from the lockup in blood.
Diddle, Detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
Could have sworn I heard broken glass.
Run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1. We're here to save lives.
What's Rafferty's squad doing?
God knows how we got out without shooting anyone. The people in that diner tore each other apart.
Is it just me? The toxins don't seem to be wearing off.
I hope you're wrong. He's going through hell in there. Paramedics say there's nothing we can do for him. Just pray. I've known the guy for years. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Seeing him like this, it ain't fair. Paramedics say there's nothing we can do for him. Just pray.
You should hear some of the stuff he's saying. Sounds like he's dying in there. No. Anyone figured out whether this is contagious? Maybe we should stick him in the cell with Ivy. You should hear some of the stuff he's saying. Sounds like he's dying in there. Anyone figured out whether this is contagious? Maybe we should stick him in the cell with Ivy.
October 15th. Still no sign of the preacher. No records, nothing. Something tells me he won't stay hidden for long.
For the Lord hath designed a most cruel and dark place. Yes, he has. It's where we put the heathen, the guilty men and women in his pavilion of pain, where lakes of fire burn and hot coals fall as hailstones from a black sky. You see, Gotham's days are numbered. I've seen it. He's done shown it to me. He's shown me the fire. He's shown me the bodies writhing in flames. 'Cause that's what's waiting for you. You who don't accept me into your hearts. I am the messenger of truth. For the Lord hath anointed me with his sacred oil. He hath separated me above all others, and promised me and my children their rightful place in the new kingdom. That's right. You will be made princes of all the earth. Amen.
What are you doing here, Ryder?
Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action, if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
Tape 8, October 15th. Still no sign of... preacher. No records, nothing. Something tells me he won't stay hidden for long.
For the Lord hath designed a most cruel and dark place. Yes, he has. It's where we the guilty men and women in his
Hey, Batman! I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing! He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the bat.
Are you just gonna stand there and take it?
I just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has. Even when we were loading the evacuation buses, I thought something could be worked out. A deal, a ransom, anything. But that's not Scarecrow, is it? He can't be reasoned with. I just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has.
I've never seen anything like this, man. Even Gordon looks worried. Nothing scares that guy.
It was too quiet for too long. They were planning it, biding their time.
That's all we've been hearing on the news is how great Gotham is. Gotham is cured, zero crime.
What did we all do? We lapped it up. We should have known better. Gotham's as sick as it ever was.
It's hitting the rookies the hardest. Some of them are just out of the academy. No amount of training prepares you for this.
Batman, we're not doing too good in here. It don't look it, but we're the lucky ones.
I have to get back out there.
You're not going anywhere. You've got a concussion.
They need help.
You won't be helping anyone in your state. You'll get yourself killed.
I left them. My friends.
Listen, you did everything you could. It's not your fault.
We've lost control, Batman. We never stood a chance. Something tells me there's gonna be a lot more guys like me in here pretty soon. Scum. They own the streets now, not us. Something tells me there's gonna be a lot more guys like me in here pretty soon.
Bobby, they pulled him from the car. He was screaming. They beat him. The whole crowd cheering. They tore him to pieces like animals. All this needs to be stopped. Bobby, they pulled him from the car. He was screaming. They beat
These
him.
guys were ambushed over in Chinatown. Said there were 50 or 60 rioters. Molotov cocktails, bricks, you name it, they threw it. Another unit just got attacked. I've got injured officers and civilians en route. We need you back out there, Batman. Convoy got separated. There's still men out there. God knows where. They could be dead for all I know. Another unit just got attacked. I've got injured officers and civilians en route. We need you back out there, Batman.
Oh man, my head. Someone got me real good. Great help we all turned out to be. The lowlives out there must be laughing at us. Oh man, my head. Someone got me real good.
Batman, just want to say it's good to have you on board.
You're probably safer than all of us down here put together. But be careful, please. I thought Gotham would be a good place to raise a family. Looks like I was wrong. I still haven't heard from my husband. He took our daughter in the evacuation. I keep praying they're safe. I'm processing the driver of the vehicle you took down. He's not your typical lowlife. Nothing on record besides a speeding ticket when he was 18. You're probably safer than all of us down here put together. But be careful, please.
I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. You know, from what I've been hearing, that car of yours more than evens the odds. And that's without the guns. The streets are crawling with rioters. Everywhere you turn, there's a shop front being trashed or a car being torched. It's unreal. I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. This thing's had a serious upgrade.
Air support saw it turn into some kind of tank.
Nice.
Don't get too close. He's here. Back up. No way the army's coming in here. The civilians made it out. That's all anyone cares about. Watch your back out there. If we lose you, we're finished. No way the army's coming in here. The civilians made it out. That's all anyone cares about.
You hear about that body we found? I tell you, that ain't no regular murder. Seeing the body messed up like that, I'm sickening. I'm just glad we got everyone evacuated in time. Can't imagine an entire city affected by that toxin. It'd tear itself apart. You hear about that body we found? I tell you, that ain't no regular murder. Seeing the body messed up like that, I'm sickening. I'm just glad we got everyone evacuated in time. Can't imagine an entire city affected by that toxin. It'd tear itself apart.
At least we got Ivy locked up. Last thing we need is her out there working her magic. The others might not say it, but thanks. We couldn't do this alone. At least we got Ivy locked up. Last thing we need is her out there working her magic.
What's the lead on that fire crew? We know where one of them is, right? A lot of empty cells back there, Batman. Let's start filling them up. What's the lead on that fire crew? We know where one of them is, right? A lot of empty cells back there, Batman. Let's start filling them up.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I hope the car's performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
Remnants of Gotham, I have messages for you all. To the vandals who stayed behind to pick the still warm flesh from Gotham's bones, have your fun. You are under my protection. To the cowards quaking behind the police department's walls, you will not be spared. And to Batman, I have already won. Emptied your city with a vial of toxin and a few threatening words. That's how little the safety you provided was worth. And when the dawn comes, when Gotham lies in ruin and I turn my gaze to the world beyond, the legend of the Batman will be worth nothing at all.
Hello there, Detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles. I'm afraid the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being, but I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions over the course of this evening most suspiciously. Rule the fourth. In the event of fire or flood, I will be on hand to guide you to the nearest emergency exit. Assuming, that is, you are not too proud to follow my advice. In that eventuality, we will consider your stubbornly prideful suicide an admission of defeat. Rule the fifth. Do not ask for clues. Rule the sixth. Should I, in my exasperation, choose to provide you with a clue, hint, obliquely meaningful insult, or any other form of assistance, you will not ask for further elucidation, but instead thank me for my kind generosity, whilst adhering to the forms of address outlined in the very first rule. Rule the seventh. Bathroom breaks will be administered on a discretionary basis. Should we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in your arduous journey to self-realization and defeat, I expect you to hold it in. Rule the eighth. Any accidents resulting from my strict enforcement of the seventh rule are to be considered your fault entirely. Rule the ninth. You are required to recite back to me this full list of rules at any moment I request. Again, keeping in mind the naming conventions I outlined in the very first rule. Rule the 10th. I, the Riddler/Mr. Nigma, sir, reserve the right to add or announce further rules if and when they become necessary. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Detective. Mr. Nigma, sir, knows how to meticulously structure a good time. In any case, Detective, I'm getting rather tired of the way your stupidity forces me to outline the basics like this. So here's that code you've been waiting for. Let's see how long it takes for you to figure out how to use it. Well done, Dark Knight. Isn't life more satisfying when you do as you're told? Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going really fast. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Tick-tock, Detective. Tick-tock. Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You appear to have lost. Can't think and drive at the same time, Dark Knight. Drive. Would you like another attempt at that lap? Faster, Batman, faster! Tortoise and hare-based allegorical narratives hold no truth here. Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
Don't get too confused. Now, right! I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? The other way, Detective. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more! Now pay attention, Detective. Go left. Oh, Detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, Detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. A quite stunning failure. Would you like to try again, Detective? You'll fail once more. Fail once more. Dark Knight. Your penance for failure will be journeying back to the start of the course. Back to the start. By all means, fail as much as you like. If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. things clearer now that that insane clown has been disposed of? Now you know who your real nemesis is. Congratulations, Detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way?